What's up guys, this is Tampatec and this is the Auto-vox V5 Pro dash cam and backup camera system. This records the front of your car and the back of your car at the same time. Alright, so we're going to open it up. You got the manual right here, and the manual, it tells you how to install. Right here, here's the wire diagram, and right here is extended warranty card and 15% off coupon for your next purchase. This is the rear view mirror dash cam itself, full LCD screen from top to bottom, side to side, and it recommends not to use any other power adapter with this unit or else you can damage this dash cam system. Use a class 10 micro SD card, no more than 64 gigs. On the bottom right here, you can pry this open and you can see right here, there's the reset hole if you need to reset it, data transfer to your PC, and right here is the micro SD card slot. Right here, I believe that's for the speaker and also ventilation. This is a wide angle lens dash cam, so it records pretty much the whole front of your car. And make sure you remove the film. And right here, this is the mount, and you can actually move this and pivot it. And this is where you connect the wire harness. It only plugs in one way. Of course, this is the wire harness. And right here, the red wire connects to your reverse lights if you want to trigger your backup camera when you put your car in reverse. But this is optional. You can still access the backup camera with or without this wiring. And right here is the wire harness for the fuse box. This is plug and play wire harness. There's no soldering needed. And right here, of course, you plug this into the wire harness that I showed you earlier. And right here, this connects to your fuse box connections. So the yellow wire is for constant 12 volts. And the black wire is for ground. And the red wire is ACC. Right here is for the GPS connection. And this is the wire harness connection. We got the fuse connection. And you just simply take the red wire right here and you plug it into right here, and then this plugs into your fuse box. We're good to go. Plug and play, very simple. The GPS, when connected, gives you features like miles per hour or kilometers per hour on the screen, and the compass feature. Of course, right here is the backup camera itself. This is the wide angle lens backup camera with great night vision, and this is the connector for it. There's also mounting screw holes, so if you want to use both the double-sided tape and the screws, you can do so. Here's all the different windshield adapters for different model cars. In the manual, it tells you what each one is for, but basically they got you covered. I had to remove the old mounting bracket and install a universal mounting bracket provided by Auto-vox. And I had to use a heat gun, heat it up for probably like 2 or 3 minutes, and it got loose. I used pliers and peeled it off. You don't want to pry it off because you can crack your windshield if you pry it off too hard. Make sure you heat it up enough where it's loose, and then use a razor, scrape off double-sided tape or glue. So I'm going to use some rubbing alcohol and a rag, clean the surface. This is the button right here. Double check how it's mounted on. We're going to take this and we're going to slide it on like, oh, it goes the other way, like that. So the flush side, that's going to be mounted to the windshield. And the side with the dimple, that's facing inward. So that's where the screw screws into and bites in. Alright, so we're going to be using JB Weld. This is for the rear view mirror. And it comes with the adhesive, and this clear vial is the activator or accelerator, and then you want to go ahead and put the cardboard under here just like that. Now with the button that's provided by Auto-vox, you want to make sure you clean that with rubbing alcohol and a clean cloth. Let it dry for 1 to 2 minutes. And you also want to clean the surface with rubbing alcohol and wait about 1 to 2 minutes for that to dry. And next, let's go ahead and now remember, with the activator, you want to take the cap off, the cardboard cap, put it on the bottom of the vial, and then you want to squeeze it so it snaps. Okay? And then you can wipe it down, add a thin layer. Okay? And then you want to do the same thing to here. It is a couple minutes later, so let's go ahead and add the adhesive. So we're just going to tear that off and add 1 single drop. Okay. Two, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's been a minute later. I'm going to let it dry for an hour before mounting my rearview mirror. There we go. All right, I'm going to connect the wire harness. This is going to the fuse box. All right here, this should pop off. There we go. All right, so I ran the wire right behind everything, all the wire harness, wires. Pop this panel on the side off. And right here, we're gonna drop this panel. So I got the wire running right along here. And drop that panel. And located the fuse box. All right, you want to locate ACC, or it might say IGN, ignition. And you also want to locate the 12-volt power, constant power. So I'm going to connect it to the power outlet, which is 15 amp. And then the ACC, looks like that is the 7.5 amp. Here and here. All right, let me see if I can record and do this at the same time. Please give me a thumbs up for doing this. Recording and doing this install is not easy. So you want to locate the ACC, which is 7.5 amp fuse. Grab the pliers, make sure your car's turned off, unplug it. And we could put this fuse in the slot as well. As you can see, there's an empty spot for it. Next, locate the power outlet, or you can look for another 12-volt constant. So I'm going to use the power outlet. It's 12-volt constant. Looks like it's 15 amp. Now you can use the cigarette fuse. The cigarette lighter fuse also would work if you don't have a power outlet fuse. So unplug the fuse. Locate the B+ yellow wire. It's 12-volt constant wire. And connect the extender with the fuse at the end, just like that. And that plugs into that spot in the fuse box. Alright, they're all plugged in. So you want to connect the ground wire. I'm going to connect it right here actually, just because this is a metal screw and this is a metal surface. So this is most likely grounded. You don't have to take out the screw all the way because the ground wire is opened and you just slide it in. Turn on the car, make sure this turns on, and it is working. Nice. I need an SD card. Alright, so let's go ahead and aim this. Okay, I got a 32 gig class 10 micro SD card. That should work. You should hear it click in. We're gonna test the backup camera. So I'll have the extended wire harness right here connected and the backup camera connected right here. You don't have to have this red wire connected to the reverse lights. That's only to trigger the backup camera when you put the car in reverse. If you're not really good at soldering, or you don't want to, connect any wires, splice any wires, I suggest leaving this alone and just mounting the backup camera to your license plate or the back of your car somewhere. That'd be fine. You can even mount it to your back window of your car, but the wiring will be sloppy looking. All right, here it is. Let's go ahead and click on the arrows. So that's dual mode, front and back. It records front and back at the same time. And here is the backup camera. Now, if you see flickering in the recording, that's because that's just a frame rate issue when recording. I actually don't see any flickering on the screen. It looks perfect, the screen. So everything is upside down, as you noticed, because I set it this way. You want to mount it like that. All right, so install this GPS right here, run the wires down here to the side, right to here. Well, that's for the backup camera. It's got to be that one. Now we got GPS, which is the compass and miles per hour. All right, now you can put this back on. Got it connected right there to the backup camera wire harness and ran it under here. I got the wire tucked on the side of the chair, and behind the seat is a plug that goes to the back trunk. Got the wire out. Alright, so I poked a hole through the rubber seal and I'm going to run the wire through there. So everything's sealed up and good to go. I'm just going to put a drip loop right there, add a zip tie. Okay, I got the wire from the back of the seat and that's going this way. I'm going to tuck it in that crevice. Wedge it in there, and right here is the backup camera. Now we can connect those two and we're good. Alright, my installation is done. I'm going to turn on the car and see what happens. Alright, for a second there I didn't think it was going to turn on. Alright, so everything is working good. You can pan it up and down. It tells you the compass and the miles per hour. We have it in drive mode right now. It's recording the front and the back at the same time, which is pretty cool. And let's go ahead and we can turn on and off the mic. We can rotate from backup camera to front camera. This is actually dual mode. And switch that. That's the front, obviously. And this is the back. Very cool. And right here is the ambient light sensor. I like that. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on actually. So after a few seconds, if you have it in drive mode, it'll show the miles per hour and the compass. There it is. So after about 30 seconds, it'll turn to drive mode, which is basically the miles per hour and compass, and you can still use this as a mirror. That's what I see behind me right now. Not a lot of view, but watch this. This is my backup camera. Wide angle lens shows everything. A lot better than that view. Look at that. And I can scroll up and scroll down. and stop it for now. And we could go into settings. Resolution 1080p, or if you want to have more storage space, you can record in 720p. Movie clip, 1 minute. Record sound, I have that on. Reverse lines, that is on. Drive mode, I turned that off for now. Parking monitor, I have it on low, so if someone hits me, then it should record that footage. And we have it beep on and off. Volume high, language English. Here's all the languages if you're interested. This is the LCD power save. You can set it to 1 or 3 minutes. When it's off, you can see the display always. And protect the level, I have it on medium. Let me see, GPS, time sync, that's on. Speed limit, speed unit, miles per hour, or you could do kilometers. And then I have it set to automatic rear view mirror. And we can check out the footage. Stop the recording and hit replay. So that's the front view camera and the rear view camera. So this is the front. Alright, this is when I was setting up the camera. Now my favorite mode is actually the driving mode, which is this one right here. I can still utilize this as a regular rear view mirror, as you can see, but it tells me my miles per hour and the compass. And anytime I want to access the backup camera, which is the wide angle lens backup camera, I just tap on the screen. Pretty convenient. And your preference might be different, but I just like that mode better. And you just click on settings and driving mode, make sure that is activated. So if you guys are interested in this backup camera, check out the link in the video description below. And if you guys found this video informative, give me a big thumbs up. If you know anyone that might be interested in the Auto-vox V5 Pro, go ahead and click on the share button below and share this video to them. Help someone out. Subscribe and hit that bell notification to stay updated on the latest tech videos.